All right.
So now we move to Jameis Winston.
Bah.
It's the first 30-30 guy in football.
Famous Jameis. That's the first guy to do that?
I think so.
Yo, 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions,
Damn.
5,000 yards. That's a record.
He had 5,000 yards?
5,000 yards. It's not a game. All right. And then he ends his season with a pick six in overtime.
Of course.
Like, so now he just makes it an even 30. So
That's throwing a touchdown to the other team.
So what the heck do you do? Is it like, do you pay him? Do you franchise him? He's put himself in a position that's going to cost him some money.
Let's
Can I
take this
first?
to Jason.
By the way, it is the first time anybody's ever done that.
30, 30, and 5,000.
Oh, I don't know
Or
about
just the
5,000.
5,000.
Just the
That's
30 and 30.
Right, so obviously a 5,000.
5,000 yards, yeah.
All right, so let's take it to Jason because he's our NFL.
So he had I now lost my because it's so funny. Like
It's crazy. It's crazy.
The question is, will we pay him? Would we keep him?
Yeah, he's like the black Fitz magic.
How does fantasy football feel about Jameis?
Oh, we
I hate
love him.
Jameis.
Oh no, you had to love him.
No,
though.
I put
This
him in the
year.
game. One of those games he had, the game they played in London where he was trash. And I was so mad. Like I was just angry. I was like, this. He was throwing pick after pick after pick. I said, I can't support him anymore with fantasy. In regular football, I root for him.
He's
a little
25 years old.
Yeah.
He's super young.
This is what I'm saying about this guy. And I think we said it last show. It could click for him at some point on
Because if you
another team.
take, not that you could take away the interceptions, but you tell me 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns.
I know what the eye test tells me.
People
you
will
look
work
at him
with
and you're just impressed at his stature, at his confidence in the pocket. He's arm arrogant.
If you have a good coach, I say take him.
But that's Bruce Arians is as good as you can get.
Oh yeah,
for a
you're right.
quarterback coach.
Yes,
But
you are right.
Can
You're right.
Bruce Arians
However,
really complain about him because when he had Carson Palmer, Carson threw 3 picks a game. You remember Carson Palmer, 2-3 picks a game, and he rolled with Carson till the wheels came off. Go ahead.
don't take no. I wouldn't sign him. I wouldn't take him back, simply because when you watch the game, right, single-handedly,
He loses.
he's producing for both teams. Like a touchdown for you. I'm gonna give you a touchdown now. Now I'm gonna score my own touchdown. Then I'm gonna give you a touchdown.
Like Oprah Winfrey.
Like literally, he scored a touchdown.
Everybody has a good day.
You get a
then-
touchdown.
and then he
You
throws a
get
pick
touchdown.
six.
You get a touchdown.
That should be fantasy points right there.
So to your point, his record 28 and 42.
So the games
For his
that they
career.
lost,
That's like
he's
Eli's record.
He would have been the MVP for the other team. Like he's the player of the game for the other team too. Like the other team's going to the locker room saying, "Hey, thanks, Jameis. I didn't have to."
But here's the thing. He's the reverse situation. Most of the time, you have a quarterback that won't throw the ball. He's being careful, doesn't want to throw picks, but he can't throw a touchdown. Jameis throws touchdowns, but he throws picks too.
Yeah.
So I feel like he can make some sort of progress and scale back on the chances that he takes.
Who would you rather have, him or Carr?
Ooh, I think I'd take Jameis.
I think I'd take Carr.
Really?
But I feel like, again, I think Jameis is going to have a second life somewhere.
I think so.
I think so too.
Somebody's going to pay him.
Of course.
Now, Bruce Arians was saying he was in between on him. He said he does some good things. He does some really bad things. He doesn't really know what to think. Jameis is very confident in himself, as he should be. But I thought at first, I said, maybe he's trying to do too much because the team is not up to par. But you just can't keep throwing pick sixes.
No.
You just can't do it. And he's literally throwing it like you're sitting right there. You never move. He turns, he rakes his reads, throws it right at you. I've never seen nothing like that before.
And they're scoring on the other end. So like,
scoring.
if he
Right,
scores a
touchdowns.
touchdown, like
Yeah,
Bruce Arians should just be like, "Oh, we just got 7, so now Jameis is gonna give them 7." 14. All right, they're about to get 14.
I think this is a good situation for the Bucs. I think it's great because if he killed it this season, you're gonna have to open up your paycheck and pay him a lot of money.
I wouldn't pay him that franchise quarterback money, but I'd like to have him. And even in the situation as a backup, I would have him as a backup with a feeling that if my number one goes down, like at some point it's going to click for him. Maybe. Right. But it's like, if it happens, you can have a top 5, top 10 caliber franchise quarterback. So it's almost like you want to have him, but you don't want to pay him franchise quarterback money.
What about this? If you franchise him, which is just 1 year, and you draft his replacement, because most rookies aren't ready to just play right away. right? And knowing Bruce Arians, he doesn't want to train some guy. He wants somebody that can play pretty good, and maybe he can pull you out if you're not up to par. Franchise him or figure out a contract that makes sense with incentives, and then draft somebody, and then you have your 2 quarterback situation, and you can figure out which direction you want to go.
I would also consider scaling him back to game manager, only giving him 20, 25 attempts per game. But you got to have a great team around him to do that.
And you got to have a good running game.
You got to have a running game and a defense to do that.
And Arians doesn't play like that. He airs the ball out.
But what if you do that? You scale him back to 20, 25 passes. He still throws 2 picks.
But that's the thing about him. You got to let him throw the ball
Now
60
you're
times
really in
to
trouble.
cancel out the mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What else?